It's funny to see a player just with a Glock and no armor, and you can see like 3 CTs of M4 and Scout and MP9 just running away.
Oh, it's rough, but yeah, 2-0. Bomb plant comes in for Tiger, so look at that buy they're able to get into this round. They have all the extra utility they wouldn't have been able to get through. They also have the AWP for Cabal, so yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, just have one player on the A bomb site, or towards the A ramp even. You don't have to play Cat, you don't have to play the site itself, you can just play towards Goose or Cat and got yourself or a ramp, should I say, and you've got yourself at least one player there that can deny the bomb plant, or at least hold them back so those long players can get over in time. But yeah, just giving away a free plant, pretty much allowing an AWP to come through here. We'll see if it comes back to bite them though.
It's back to bite them. Well, let's see. We did see a lot of Scout action yesterday, but of course it was the Middle Eastern team. Divine Vendetta.
They are pretty nuts. They are pretty nuts. I've seen some incredible plays from Havoc, and towards the long spot, the AWP was showing up. So I'm hoping we get to see more of that just raw aim ability in this game.
Well, there's one map, and all the maps we have in CSGO right now in active rotation, where you want to see just raw aim deal that has to be Dust 2, and I love and I adore this mid-round aggression. Minute on the clock, they push up mid, they find no one there, they just give them to the B bomb site, and despite, like you said, the buy not looking that necessarily great for Bren, they have 4 CTs and make that 5 if you count the fact that Ja is all the way towards long looking in for the flank. Although I think Ja should be caught on out. Dobu clearing up close. Wits, what is that? Wait, what is that shot? It's a no-scope, smoke, wall bang headshot through the wall. What? Can you get a replay,
I think
please?
It's got everything. You know, every kill indication there.
Yeah, just basically pulling off a Zaiwu. Mr. PGL, after this round, please. We need that. We need a replay of that. But 2v2 though, Nico. This is still very winnable for the Mongolians.
Well, it certainly is. Ball plant coming in from Urkas. Wits going for the jumping shot. So Cabal takes his head right off, but Wits is there. Now just Urkas left alone into a 1 versus 1 Scout against the AK. Now an AWP picked up for Wits. He can win this round still. He goes forward. That's Urkas with the headshot. Wits goes down, and that is going to be Tiger picking it up.
All right. For a moment, I felt like Woods would have been better off just holding on to the Scout, who was just hitting some ridiculous shots, and especially in a 1v1 like that, you know your opponent's probably a little bit tagged up, and the Scout has provided a little bit of extra mobility, exactly, right? So, also, since we didn't notice that, like, I'm not even sure if it was a jump shot. Valve, come on, add the jump shot thing, indicator.
Yeah, that's another one. We do need that, actually.
But I really like that from Bren, though. I know they lose a round, but it comes under 1v1. And it was kind of like the bonus round, right? That's number 1. And number 2, it just goes to show they're being very proactive. They're just sitting in the bomb sites. They're pushing up mid, poking and prodding, going for this information plays. I, for one, am a big fan of it.
Tiger, a much slower default approach right now. Main area of the map you want to take as the T is the short position, and they're going to send the players up there. Run boost around the corner, Molotov to clear all these close angles as well. Tiger, they have now got cat control. Bren have been pretty passive on the CT setup. Again, no one on the A bomb site itself. If the catwalk execute comes in, that's going to neutralize the long players. And the only player that can really do anything here is Derek, right? And even in his position, I don't see too much coming through. So this is going to be quite difficult for Bren. They just play A on retake again.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan, like you yourself mentioned, of this sort of like a setup where you just give up like short control that easy. You have someone like Wits. I feel he'd be better with Wits kind of playing the float role towards mid, maybe playing towards short, towards a long area. I think it'd be way more impactful there. Now Poppy, clearing it out. A bit of noise. NCL hears this. Oh, they should be aware of this. 9 with a very aggressive angle with the Scout. Is looking for the kill. He does damage. In fact, does quite a bit of damage. But Derek and Pro are going to chime in together. Quick kills. That's a lot of frags very quickly. NCL from behind, though. Why is no one not aware of his position? You saw where he got the kill under Pro, but I guess in all the chaos, it kind of fell apart. There's no time remaining, and NCL is shutting it down all alone. And that is such a huge round going the way of Tiger. That looks so close, if you ask me. Bren maybe taking a little bit too much time to make the way towards A bomb site, and all the chaos NCL, despite giving the first first kill. They were not aware where he was, and a 1v3 somehow seals it away from Tiger.
So 2-2. Let's see what Bren have. It's not a whole lot whatsoever other than the AWP for Wits. Now the Deagle as well on 2 players. And a third actually picking up here, Pros. So let's see if Bren can do anything with their Deagles. And the team that came through the qualifier was Invictus Gaming. They are pretty nuts with the Deagles. Let's see if the Asian qualifier team here, Bren, can do some damage themselves. Seem to be really holding on for this B push or the mid push coming in from the CT side, being aware that, okay, if we send so many players out towards long, we will concede quite a bit of map control, especially if we're going up against a low buy. You can expect these CTs to get aggressive and assume map control elsewhere, so they are being quite cautious. A bit of movement from Papachulo.
I'm really not very big a fan. Oh, NCL pushing it out at Poppy. Okay, Woods does get the kill. NCL crossing on over for the smoke really booms. I'm not a really big fan of the defaults from Tiger on that end. Wits, you're gonna cross. The way he's playing right now, you better have your flashbangs ready. He is being such a thorn in the side of the CTs, and he's gonna peek out towards mid. He has no idea. Cabal is falling back. I don't think he knows how low Cabal is. Spots him out. If he knew how low he was, probably just go with a USB shot, but he doesn't know, and he's gonna go for the flick shot, not quite landing it, and Cabal, just with 12 HP, he's gonna win the duel, and the AWP will be salvaged as well. There we go, Tiger. Stringing a few rounds together here, 3 in a row. Bren have, well, to be very honest, like, I like the mid-round aggression, but that was, of course, just the AWP save, right? But they need to try and make sure that Tiger, at least, you know, they spend a little bit of utility and they make some effort trying to get short control. You can't do that. You just can't give up short consistently for the duration of your defending side. You need to mix it up a little bit more, and hopefully we see that, though. Right now, just the pistols for the Wits, of course, with AWP. Are they going to go with dual op setup? I don't think I've really seen Bren necessarily go for the dual op. It's alongside Derek, and now, at least on these early rounds here on Dust 2, he has shown that he can be potent. It doesn't matter what the map is, and it's good to see Wits wake up. He was the highest rated player for this lineup, at least in the past few months. Although they haven't really played too many games on HLTV, although I'm quite sure they have played a few online tournaments, some Southeast Asian local ones, which aren't featured on HLTV. So it's not like you can't really gauge too much of the performance based on just the pure HLTV stats. But then again, the teams that they have played against in these unknown cups have been teams where, let's be real, I mean, I haven't heard of them, Dinko, and if I haven't heard of them, I
Exactly.
don't know who they are.
I was about to say, you know, if Blair hasn't heard of them, no one has, right? So, that's offensive, but...
No, it's kind of like Tom and CIS players, like Tom Biz, right? If Tom Biz hasn't heard of a CIS player, he probably doesn't exist.
It's years of online casting. So you get to know the CIS CIS guys really well. I feel like I'm more of an expert on CIS Counter-Strike now than I probably am on European Counter-Strike because of the fact that there's just so many games that go on every single day in the CIS region. And while Urcast is going to find one headshot, Pro going down, but Ja, nearly flicks back for their third kill in the tunnels, but he's only managing 2 in this position. Now it's Cabal, a 1 versus 3. Bomb not planted, he has to run and recover that bomb. It's not going to be easy at all here for him. Luckily, he's going to pick up the bomb. He taps though, and that might cost him crucial seconds, as now they're at the ready. They've got a player in the tunnel, one at the door and one window. Oh, Cabal, the best he can hope for is a bomb plant, and because he wasn't even covered off by the edge, he was really scared about that door swing. He had to commit to the plant, and unfortunately the window player comes through and takes him down, and he even denies that. So 4-3. That's a nice round for Bren to pick up. Now, we know that they suck on the CT side, just outright. So every single round they pick up here is incredibly important, and we'll see if they can do better on the Dust 2. I think it's quite a balanced map in that respect, so, you know, you can get away with the CT side a little bit more on this map, I feel.
Agreed. A lot of exchange of grenades, but Urcast playing the anti-flash perfectly. He will be assisted by Cabal, and it's Poppy. Gonna be down for the count, at least for this round. Wits, he has been so very sharp. He's gonna land a flick shot though. No, he's on 9. More than ready and waiting for him. And that was a very ballsy play from Wits. Usually, you know, you're relying too much on your reaction speed to kind of land a shot. And 9, perfect little peek. He knew the angle that Wits probably was going to be holding towards. And with that, despite losing a round, Tiger immediately bounced back. Haven't taken a single point of damage. They've already gotten a couple of kills. And look at the rotation though. All the players, even the bomb as well, making its way towards the B bomb site. Dobu just looking down to the ground, avoiding his player model from getting spotted out towards mid. And his B hit is going to be coming in, and Pro he's not going to be ready for this, and that's going to be the round. Going the way of Tiger. Very well played.
Oh. Well, Pro finds Urcast. But as soon as that B bomb site's taken, still, even with the door switch, retakes are still very difficult on this B bomb site. You just smoke off that door, they still have the man advantage in play. They have another smoke available, they can re-smoke the door, so just retaking that B bomb site is still a very difficult affair. And unfortunately, there will be another round added to the tally of Tiger taking the B bomb site. So Bren, unable to put rounds together, although they will be able to save over an AWP and an AK. Ja has another AK-47 to play with now as well, so not the worst save in the world, that's for sure, but now they need to find a way of getting consistent success, because they can't afford to be the team that just win one, immediately lose the follow-up round, and never get that economy going on the CT side.
Well, let's see if it does work out. I don't know for Bren. One thing I've noticed is obviously we haven't really seen too many top-tier teams play Dust 2 apart from the, you know, the RMR tournaments happening right now, like we plays Clutch Island and of course BTS, but I haven't really seen too many Dust 2 games. From what I've seen of them, I haven't seen too much of a variation from the CT side on the B bomb side, right? It's just been more of the same.
It feels like it's quite neutralized. I mean, the idea behind it is that it would prevent a B rush. You know, you can't just straight up rush because there's an angle being held. You have to take a second to smoke off the door. But I've still seen enough utility come through over the skybox that kind of neutralizes that door position anyway. You can get a smoke down for that door pretty quickly. But for the most part, I feel like that's the only change, right? It stops that initial straight up dry rush into the B bomb site that was so useful at times. But other than that, yeah, it's just been pretty much the same stuff. So as you take the B bomb site as the T side, you pretty much guarantee yourself a round win. Retakes are still so difficult. Although the one good thing is that hard position that feels a little bit overpowered, right? The corner you can save in as well.
Yeah.
When you're coming in to the B bomb side from a CT perspective, you can actually take the straight up aim fight against the car. So at least that is something, because that position was always so difficult to deal with, because the angle you had to go in when you're retaking, you had to check 2 angles at once. So you can kind of limit that.
Agree with you. And we can actually get back to discussing that if you see a little bit more action in the B bomb side. But here comes the hit. Poppy and Pro shutting it down. Again, overextension. Unnecessary. They know where Poppy is as well. They should have an inkling as to his position. Bombson spotter is right in front of him, but Poppy holding behind the smoke. Another flashbang comes in. A little bit of miscon there, if you ask me. This is when Poppy just falls back. This is when it just fall on back, buddy. Bombs dropped. It's 20 seconds. They need to push up in your direction, and it's going to peek on out wide, avoids incendiary, leaving it all on Urkas. It still has 18 seconds to work with. Molotov won't be dropped. Ja ready and waiting, saving Poppy. Huge round from A. Poppy. But it's just the 4 rounds, and they still lose a number of plays. If you look at the money, Wits and Pro, $32 and $3,600 respectively. Derek can buy for himself. Now, Ja can drop the op towards Wits and Poppy for Pro. So the buy is going to be coming on out. However, if they fluff this round, Tiger can again kind of reset their money. But speaking of money, Tiger's money not that great either. So
yeah,
this is going to be... Yeah, it's one of the swing rounds for this first half at the very least. 4-5 though. Bren would definitely be looking to string a few more rounds together here in this first half.
Well, Urkas gets out in front of the Molotov. He's behind the blue bin, but they seem to be aware of that. Wits, we can try and take him down. He'll be committing to the fight, but Urkas now aware. They know exactly his position. And Urkas is going to try and stay alive. Now comes out with the iron goal. The nade goes down. They don't have a Molotov. They would absolutely love a Molotov for that position. And Urkas is going to be smoked off and left there on his own. Now, if there is a player you can trust to make the right decisions, it usually would be Urkas in this position. So on his own, oh, he's going to be caught. Wits just with the patience. I like that he doesn't get over eager. He sees the smokes down. He doesn't start to panic, thinking he's going to lose that opportunity. Instead, stays tucked in the pit, finds himself his reward for the patience a little later into the round. And now we take a look at what Tiger can do with the man deficit. Currently walking straight through the mid doors.
I'm generally not a big fan when you have the 2 players inside of the B bomb site because you can easily get pinched. When this hit comes in, this is when you make up your mind. You either fight tunnels and you get tunnels control, or you fight towards mid. But looks like Pro wants to take the fight. I thought he was going to get the collateral there, but Dobu finds Poppy, NCL meanwhile finding Ja. But now bomb dropped. If he gets his kill, it's going to be big. But NCL peeks around the corner, gets the frag, and it's all on Derek. He almost gets a kill on a Dobu, but now, with his position compromised and no utility remaining for him, this is going to be a very hard retake from Mr. Derek. The top frag of the star, the MVP of Mirage, but this is going to be impossible. Dobu doesn't miss those, and that is going to be Tiger winning round number 6. And with that money, again, in the bin for Bren. And like we said, I mean, like I was talking about, 2 players holding towards B bomb side, that's when you use the one flash you have to peek together towards mid and take the fight, or maybe just push tunnels. You do not want to get pincered, and that's what happens when you play this particular setup. When you have 3 towards A and 2 inside the B bomb side, no eyes in tunnels, no eyes in the mid area or towards CD spawn, and Tiger do a very good job exploiting it.
Now just USPs for Bren. I'm going to send this a bit of a charge going down in towards long. Urkas blinded, but handles it well, handles it perfectly. 3 kills picked up for Urkas. And Pro held back by the Molotov as well. Easy round here for Tiger. It's just a matter of time before the round ticks on over it. So 7-4, T side, pretty good so far. Probably going to get a little bit more here because Bren haven't really showed us too much in terms of being able to pick up consistent success. Maybe we'll see a round or 2 come in for Bren, but for the most part, it should be Tiger taking a pretty comfortable lead on the T side of Dust 2. So we take a look at what Bren can bring into the round. It's going to be the M4s, the utility out in play. They're not going to have that all. So there's going to be rifles across the board. And I want to see if they change up the CT setup now, because there has been a couple of issues in terms of the whole half, really. You know, leaving the A bomb site empty at times, then the 2 players stacking the B bomb site itself. There are a few weaknesses I'd love to see Bren adjust.
I like the camera angle, like a proper CCTV camera catching a slaughter.
Lock him up. This is quick.
This is very quick. And, ooh,
there's a stack here waiting for them.
Yeah, for a moment I thought 9 get the kill, but Fate's still going the way of the Mongolian side. NCL, he's been such a hero, and Pro doesn't know which direction to look at. It just falls apart. There were 4 players there, Dinko. 4 players.
There were 4 players on the A bomb side for Bren, and Tiger charged right in towards them from short, and they still managed to come out completely worse for wear. How have they only got 2 kills in this position? This is exactly what Bren wanted. Jack goes back for the shot, but he's not really hitting too much. He's not even really getting close, so gonna flee the scene with this weapon. What has just happened there? They adjust the CT setup. They get perhaps a read because they have 4 players on that A bomb site. and Tiger ran straight up short. Exactly the type of scenario that Bren would want. You know, these players charging right into a stack. No one even trying to poke and prod and see what's going on. And you somehow lose all of the trades. How does that happen?
Mongolian train, baby. Steamrolling at times.
This
is
literally
what...
just...
I mean, this is kind of what we expected in Mirage, to be very honest. And we didn't see that. But Tiger waking up here on their map pick. 8 to 4.
They don't like to make it easy for themselves, do they?
No, they don't.
Yesterday, it took a long time for them to get livened up. But they did, nonetheless. They closed the series 2-1, but I still think they didn't look great in closing that. I think they still look pretty rough. I think Invictus could have taken it. But we've seen today that Invictus are just a solid team. So, yeah, I'm a little scared now for this side. I think Bren coming into this next one, they've definitely looked a little weaker here on Dust 2 than they did on Mirage. Especially starting on the CT side. And when they get the T side start, obviously it's very possible they get off to a good start. They get that lead going, they get the confidence up. But it's going to be a weird scenario heading in on the back foot to the second half. And we'll get to see the true test of Bren's mentality, whether or not they'll be able to recover from this.
Yeah, considering how the lead they had in Mirage and how it almost crumbled away and almost got snatched by Tiger from their hands, the lead the Tiger have right now, yeah, I think it's a very good question. I think that's something I'm personally curious about. Bren can kind of bring it back together. They've done a hard job. They won their map pick. Now, heading into Mirage and Overpass, both maps still favor Team Tiger. I think that is something which has been back of Bren's mind. They want to win a series. Bear in mind, they didn't play the previous RMR, so they don't really have any points. And they want to start farming some of these points. Now, they lost the previous game they had, but if they beat Tiger, this is one of the tougher opponents, apart from, you know, your Tyloo and Vici. So, things can get interesting here. That was a single player so far. What's with the AWP? Probably looking to hold on to this. Tiger being very methodical, being given a lot of map control to work with. Which should be very careful. He might get caught on out here. Cabal's walked in from B, and he's going to find Jot, leaving it all in Wits, looking the wrong way. Unfortunately, Dobo's going to get the kill. Not a single point of damage taken there, Dinko. Flawless, absolutely flawless anti-eco from Tiger. But Bai's going to be coming in for Bren, but now it's more about just trying to build something, like a semblance of a cushion to work with on your T side.
Yeah, because we know Tiger can have weaknesses on their CT side as well, and the Bren have looked good on the T side. But if you go into the second half with only 4 rounds, on Dust 2 especially, that might not be enough at all. So, see what they have up their sleeve in this round. Currently 1 player inside the B bomb side. There's going to be a second rotating over. But they've just left mid completely, and Wits... Oh, he's got a knife out. He's turned his back. They're just running straight down middle. No info picked up. No idea that this could happen. And Tiger's pace and aggression and just catching off Bren. They're just taking for granted that Tiger are not going to be pushing them. They're not going to be getting up in their face. They need to be aware of that mid position. And unfortunately, they lose a few unnecessary kills in that scenario. So now Tiger are going to take the A bomb site. NCL needs to be careful here because Bro's coming in from behind, but he's making loads of noise. He's got his knife out. Oh, God, this round, I just want to forget it. Jad, the last remaining player, 1 versus 3, and the AK, it has to be saved.
I just want to also say how Tiger haven't gone for the fast mid take ever. Have they? I don't think they have. I mean,
they went for
they
the fast cat take a couple of rounds ago. They've certainly upgraded the speed. And I think that's a bit of an issue. No, because Bren, yeah, okay, we've realized that they haven't went straight down middle quickly, but they certainly have taken mid control in the mid round. They've been aggressive in the last 3 rounds, I feel, at this point. So they've got to realize at a certain point, okay, where in the map is actually a weak point in terms of no one's watching it right now, and just be aware that they could be rushing that.
Yeah, Tiger building this level of confidence, it's got to be 100% worrying for the side of Brent. Final round, first half, and this is basically the tables turned. Oh, look at the speed from this. They were not expecting this play at all. Yep. And one thing I've noticed from Bren is how they just don't keep players towards mid. We on a pistol round, for example, we had Wiz playing from CD spawn. We had another player towards mid who died, but Wiz traded very effectively. But Wits, rather, sorry. But yeah, are they going to find one?
Well, you know, I'm happy to see that because so many times when I see this auto sniper setup come out, we barely see a kill.
Well, not if you're a Bren fan, I guess, but Was it 11-4 scoreline for Bren and Mirage? Because
Yeah.
it looks like Tiger's gonna basically recreate that.
No, I think it might have been
except in a different
10-5, actually. I can confirm within a millisecond.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, 10-5, 11-4. Actually, it was 11-4. So if Tiger win this, it's gonna be pretty much the same scoreline T
the flip
side.
reverse. Just shows like it really does matter which side you start on in the Asian region. Like we usually would say here in Dust 2 it doesn't matter, but in the Asian region it certainly does. Whoever gets the T side start generally gets off to the better effect. It's going to be Dobu taking down Jap. 2-man advantage picked up here for Tiger. The Age is coming in towards this A-bomb site. Utility being used up and holding Derek off the angle. But now it's going to be a 3 versus 5 retake play. This ain't looking so good.
Yeah, and just how they're forcing Bren to react to some of the plays and then taking advantage of that, right? You look at what they did. They went for the fast cat play, the fast play towards mid, and then suddenly you have a stack from Bren towards short and mid, and then boom, contact play towards long, and they get shut down. It's all on Papi Chulo and A. Papi, I believe in you at times, Papi, but that's going to be impossible. Dobu finding the final 2 kills, 11-4. Tiger, they win the half, and they make it look so convincing. 9 just has 4 kills and, well, 9 deaths. And just Urkas, Dobu, everyone popping up. Urkas especially having a hell of a series. Despite losing the first map, Urkas was a player to watch for a Tiger. And he has continued his form into Dust 2. And for Brent, they have a long uphill task ahead of them. We saw what Tiger did on their second half. We saw what Tiger did on their T-side and Mirage. They brought it back. It came down to the wire before Bren were able to close it out 16-12. Can Bren do the same to Tiger? That is the question here on Dust 2.
Well, it's going to take a huge effort, especially on Dust 2. Generally a more balanced map, but it is slightly T-sided statistically. Very marginally as well, but maybe the statistics change in the Asian region. I think they probably would. Now, just a little bit of utility available here for the T-side. Pro, one of the players with a flashbang. Over here, Jab with a smoke and a Molotov. The rest on Kevlar. They've got 3 players positioned towards A long right now for Bren.
Well, they're waiting for this aggression from Tiger. If you look at the setup towards long, like you mentioned, like you have Derek and Papi. We have the anti-flash being played by Derek. And a little bit of a posturing from Bren towards mid. They're playing this very, very safe. Both the teams, look at it, it's very interesting. Both the teams taking the sweet time, trying to figure out, trying to suss out where the opponents might be. This hit is going to be coming in towards long. We do have the advantage of seeing the radar, and we notice nothing. No CTs there. Smoke should be blooming. I would like them to make it bloom before they go for the cross. Derek's going to cross on over. Bomb will be dropped as well. And this should be the plant. It's going to be almost a free plant for Bren. But look at the retake coming in here. Pro is in for a wild ride, Dinko.
Oh, he is. And, well, he's got a lot of players around that corner. The flashbang as well. It's utterly perfect. Dobu with a double kill. 9 as well. This is over. Tiger just cleaning up in the pits around retake. Jam, Papachulo, they need a huge recovery here. It's got to be heroic, and Papachulo has an opportunity, but there's so many players looking at him. And while Jack goes down as well, 12-4, Tiger fighting the round win, 4 away from victory. And that's exactly the round Dobu would have been hoping for. He's cleaning up as they cut through short.
That retake was, I know it's funny, but also like so effective, right? What do? Like you have 3 players waiting towards short, and then Dobu just runs out and just taps everyone's heads off. Like 5 CTs, 5 USPs running at you. That's got to be a terrifying thing indeed. So Tiger keeping it simple. They waited towards B, they waited towards mid, and then when it came to retake time, just 5-player rush up the catwalk towards short, and a very convincing retake as well. With that, Tiger on 12 rounds, and Bren, they kind of run out of steam here. He's going to overpass. I won't lie, I won't be really favoring Bren on that map. I think it's a map that Tiger would be feeling way more comfortable on. Derek comes creeping around the corner. 9 does a bit of damage, doesn't quite get the kill, and that could be the play for the B bomb side. They have control. Bomb still all the way up top mid, looking for the push from the CTs. Papi waiting for a push from Cabal. Cabal and NCL. Mars and the MP9 holding onto the B bomb site, and Cabal's going to go for the peak, and he
Bren, 40 seconds here. It's still not done yet. Good up aim drill against the scout at Long Ridge. He will land a lot of damage, but neither of the players come out with a kill. Now with 25 seconds, Bren, we're starting to run out of options. They have to go and do something now. It looks like the B-bomb side is going to be the prime opportunity, but Urcat is coming around the backside. He's not going to get the timing, but Cabal, he's the anchor of the B-bomb site, and he is just making sure this goes nowhere. 10 seconds to line up. There it is. Cabal with a 4K. He just holds on. The one player of the B-bomb site, he shuts them all down. 13-4, Tiger 3 away from victory. I think we're seeing a third map.
Yeah, we're 100% seeing a third map at this point. And for Bren, bear in mind, there was a full buy. And I felt like the moment he got the oh, okay, this is what happened. Dobu just runs out with the M4. And
of course,
I feel like for Bren, sorry, for Tiger, it's more like, you know, just waking up, it feels like. This looks like a Tiger I was expecting to see today. And for Bren, well, Mirage, we saw why they picked it. They looked like they had a game plan here. They get a pick at mid. What did they do after that, Dinka? Just wait. And it's almost like they didn't know what to do. And credit to Tiger. The lead they had, they just went for the aggro play. Just pushing out towards long. I think it was Dobu there. He gets to kill, spots a bomb out, does a little bit more damage. It was Tiger being reactive and making it work in their favor. In the end, they have no time remaining. They have to run towards B, and boom, Cabal to just shut it down.
I just want a small note there as well from the drone. They've changed the nickname to Stormtrooper because he misses all the shots. I love it.
So many variations.
Now, that one's the best so far. I'm sure we'll see many more as the weeks continue here at PAL 2020.
I feel like he's more of a Darth Vader at this point. I think he's top fracking in a server. Well, it is the eco for Bren. They have crept up towards a short area. They should actually get the bomb down here. There's no one, no defense. Dobu? Dobu? Hello? Okay. It does react in time, but they're gonna get the bomb done. It's gonna be retake. Pistols there, no utility, and no Kevlar. Can they make it work? I don't think so.
Oh, well, Derek takes down NCL. Ocast as well with an 8 kill, alongside 9 with the FAMAS. So they do recover the round here. CT side should be taking this bomb site relatively easily. Happy Chulo from long. Oh, that's needed to be the kill. And well, Dobu turns around and easily collects the kill. Cabal as well. Derek is doing a good bit of damage here. There's 3 kills in this round, and the bomb diffuser is low. Derek, that would have been absolutely nuts, but can't pull it off, unfortunately. 9 gets rid of him. 14-4, Tiger pull off the retake. Pretty expensive for them, but they have built up quite a bit of cash, so they'll be confident enough moving into this round. And Bren, now they have to be flawless if they want to win in regulation. They have to win 12 rounds in a row if they want to be able to pick this up.
Never say never, like to say in Counter-Strike. But yeah, this is looking unlikely at the moment. Valid effort from Derek there. He was the star player, the MVP of that previous map, and Urk has blinded. He still gets a kill. Poppy with the reply. He runs on out the flames, tickling his feet. And the trade's actually favoring Tiger. Again, any part of the map that Bren go for the duels, it seems like Tiger's just coming out on top. And this is the round, Dinka. Like, with this buy, if they're not able to get it, if they're not able to get this round and slowly string a few rounds together here, it's pretty much done deal. It's going to be 15-4. It's going to be basically 11 map points for Tiger. At this point, I guess you might as well start loading up Overpass.
I'm ready. I'm ready for a bit of Overpass. I think it probably should be Tiger looking good on that one as well. So, yeah, we definitely discussed the fact that this map pool, certainly, and the map video is definitely favoring Tiger overall coming into this, but Mirage was that one map that I was kind of hoping there was some sort of life there for Bren, and there was. They managed to pick it up. Now here we're 45 seconds. It's a man advantage in play for Tiger. 2 players positioned in the B tunnels. There's no one currently really playing inside of the site or even looking this way at the moment. Obviously, they have a quick check back from Cabal in the window. NCL hears the footsteps inside the middle, but Cabal turns around at the right time. Takes down Wits, is not expecting the mid-peek. He thought his teammate would have been able to cover him there, but Jan, Derek, they find kills. 9 able to find 1 back, and now Jan, he gets tied up on the cross, but he's still alive. He can still win this round, albeit in very, very difficult circumstances. He's on 18 HP. A Molotov starts to burn away the door. And he'll go back inside of the site right now. Two players coming in from two different angles. It's not going to be easy, but Ja looks to use the cover of the box, and he cannot take the player down. It's 9 that swings through the door and shuts Ja out of things. 15 forward, Tiger, map point here on Dust 2. It's not looking like Bren are going to be able to do much here on this map.
Yeah, 15-4. That was the must-win round. Of course, they have the money, but honestly, this is done. So if you ask me, Bren haven't not able to get a single round on the T side, and it was actually the T side which was very, very good for me, especially on the Mirage. You had 11 rounds here, but honestly, when you have just 4 rounds to work with on your CD side, it's hard to really, you know, tell them that they don't have a good T side, because we haven't seen anything. We haven't had an opportunity to see anything. This is just the second buy round we're seeing out from Bren. What's crazy is just all the players for the side of Tiger, everyone is stepping up. 9 hasn't had to do much, honestly. Can't blame him. In fact, he has 5 assists alongside NCL with 6. He's done his job. He's got a couple of multi-kill rounds. He's got a couple of openings, but yeah, I mean, you can't really blame them for this. But what's interesting for me, Dinko, is the opening frag scenario here. 10 rounds. I think 10 or 11 rounds have been the opening kills going the way of Tiger, while I do believe for Bren it has been 9. So just so many rounds where Bren had the man advantage, but we're not able to really capitalize on it. And here we go. The B-pins are coming in, and it's down to NCL and Cabal to hold the fort.
Well, Cabal misses the first shot, a little bit unorthodox, and well, he loses 2 fights. Now it's just 9 and Dobu in a 2 versus 3. Well, Jack goes down, Derek as well. And now there is a real good chance to get back into this bomb site. Going to be moving forward, 2 M4s instead of the AWP, and this does give them a bit more mobility. They can move quickly back into the bomb site. They have to worry about the tunnel. The Molotov should clear the car effectively. And Papachula, oh no, he's going to go down. It's just Wits, 1 versus 1, looking to save the day, and that's exactly what will happen. 2 big kills, 3 in the round, and he keeps his team alive here on Dust 2.
Yeah, Wits, he was having some moments early in the Dust 2 on this particular map, and he seemed to kind of disappeared, but that was nice. That was very, very nice. But then again, coming down to the wire, Tiger almost making the retake work out, and they've gone for the force buy. And honestly, Denko, I don't really care if they go for it here. Pistols and armor, Dobu, the glass cannon. There we go.
Well, man advantage in play for Tiger. Now, this would be a heartbreaking way to go out, Bren. You've got this position where you've finally broken down the economy with a lot of close rounds, doing damage consistently. You finally win a round. It's off the back of a big clutch from Wits, and then you lose the pistols. How many times have we seen that so far?
I don't care to count. It's been too many, Dinko. The answer is too many, and I hope that's not the case here again. I love how proactive Dobu's being with his AWP, though he's going to find one. He knows where the second player is. Flashbang to pop for Urcast. He's going to go for the peak, completely blinded. Almost gets to kill. The nade could do it. The nade could actually find the kill, but Derek stays alive, and maybe Urcast overextended there a little bit. They're going to have to run on out, and Dobu with the AWP just might close this one out. It's a 4v1. Derek 14 HP against the world. Dobu's going to have to get pushed out with the incendiary, and Derek, he has been the hero so far for the side of Bren. Can he do more? There's a player waiting towards short, a player in CD spawn, and a player towards long, and Derek on 14 HP. This looks like it's done, Dinka.
Well, Derek sprinting back, taps the bomb, and it's a headshot picked up. It needs to be huge, and well, unfortunately, it just won't be happening. It didn't really ever look like it was going to happen there for Derek, unfortunately. So Tiger